everyone, XylaTakura here, hope you're all okay, and I am back with my next review. Yay! So for this review, we're going to go back to the year 2010 when a company known as Caviar published their last game, which was quite unfortunate for them, the poor guys. But luckily, Square Enix, being the nice company that they are, offered to publish this game after the company shut down. And this game we'll be talking about is a game called NieR. So obviously, as per usual, the rules are that it's my personal opinion, so you can either agree to disagree, etc. And that I'm going to rate this out of 20, as per usual, but I'm going to have a little change through for one of the sections, which I will get to in the meantime. So without further ado, let's begin. So the story follows the tale of a man who is simply known as the father for starters, who you can name, and his journey to find a cure for his daughter who has a disease known as the Black Scrawl. On your journey you encounter lots of different companions, from a young, feisty, half-human, half-shade girl called Kaine, a strange, mysterious young boy who has the ability to turn people to stone with his eyes, and then there's Vice.
You will refer to me by my full and proper name.
Alright, Grimoire Vice, jeez.
This is why I hate dealing with people.
Are you done? Another thing that was quite interesting about the game was the massive plot twist that was throughout. The story ended up diverting from you simply trying to find a cure for your daughter to you ending up rescuing your daughter, and then finding out a very massive godforsaken truth, which is split up into 4 different endings, which will get more in depth about the true nature of the story up until the very end, leading you to a massive giant decision where you can choose to sacrifice yourself or sacrifice a friend. Yeah, that ending was quite dramatic. So overall, the story was engaging with very interesting characters that kept the balance and clashed between each other nicely, and then there was the massive plot twist at the end where what you thought was real actually wasn't. So for the story, it's getting a 5 out of 5 for me. Visual wise, there's not really much to say about the visuals. They're nice, clean, they're smooth, they keep the flow, but it's not really anything special. It didn't blow me away, but I suppose for the type of game that it is, it works perfectly well. So I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. Gameplay wise, it's quite simple to understand. There's 2 different aspects to the game, and there's the combat side where you use NieR and have different weapons and there's like a block technique, a dodge, and there's super moves and grapples, etc. And then there's Vice's side, who helps you do all the magic aspects. So you can throw dark lances at monsters, which is quite a popular one for me, and then there's the dark blasts as well. You can also pick up words from monsters and then add them to your abilities to give them different strengths or make them cost less mana. There's also an option that you can take out your dodge and block and put other spells in that Vice has. You can have up to 4 of his different spells out of the multiple ones that you pick up through the journeys of battling the monsters. But if you prefer to be able to dodge and block, I would recommend just having 2 abilities, which you can change to whichever ability that you prefer to use. So for the simplicity of the whole aspect of the game, it's getting 4 out of 5 for gameplay. So for this little area, instead of doing difficulty, I wanted to talk about the music, because the music in the game is quite extraordinary and was actually more popular than the game itself, selling quite a few more of the CDs. The music was written by a young girl called Emmy Evans, who's from Britain, my country, who wrote each song by taking 8 different languages and giving them a futuristic twist. The style was to understand how languages had changed throughout a 1,000-year gap from obviously the intro to the rest of the game that you play it in, which works really, really well with the different kinds of styles, the music, violins, pianos. The music for me was absolutely breathtaking, so much so that after I played the game I went out and bought the soundtrack. But overall, the music was absolutely outstanding for me, and I think anybody that's heard the soundtrack will pretty much agree with me. So 5 out of 5 for the music. So overall, the game NieR is getting 17 out of 20 for me because it was brilliant. I loved it. And well, if you haven't played it, you should definitely go and give it a try. Or if you have played it, let me know what you thought of it below. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you around for the next one. So, take care.
Only you can see this battle to its conclusion. I wish you luck, my friend.
You can't. I swore to fight by your side.
You are an exceedingly stubborn man. You know that, don't you? Perhaps that's why I've so enjoyed our time together. But I fear this is where our journey ends.
Vice!
Oh, and remember what I told you about using my full name? Well, forget it. I've grown rather fond of Vice.
Vice. I knew you'd come around.
Don't let it go to your head now.